Well, it's a classic whodunit with an all-star cast. And this week's Monday Movie Musings, Matt Perrin, he takes a look at Knives Out.
Welcome to another Monday. Frozen 2 shows no signs of slowing down, having once again decimated the box office and in fact setting the record for the Thanksgiving holiday, which is impressive considering that it's not even opening week for the juggernaut of an animated film. However, I did not relent and go see it, not with several new wide releases out there. Knives Out came in second and did rather well, actually coming in as the 16th highest grossing movie over the Thanksgiving holiday. On paper, it had everything going for it. A modern-day original whodunit, an absolutely stellar cast, and it was written and directed by the same guy who wrote and directed The Last Jedi. Ooh. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, so I decided to go for it, and here's my take on Knives Out. Our film begins with Harlan Thrombey, played by Christopher Plummer. He is a best-selling mystery crime novelist. After his family gathers for his 85th birthday party, Harlan is found dead the next morning of an apparent suicide. Even though the police have agreed, a famous private investigator, Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig, has been anonymously hired to further investigate the death. He begins re-interviewing the entire family, made up of a most notable cast, and finally settles on enlisting the help of Harlan's nurse Marta, played by Ana de Armas, because she is incapable of lying. We see our sleuth starting to pick apart the details of that evening and learning that Harlan was about to clean up his affairs, which involved several details that pretty much gave everyone in the family some slight motive for his demise. We see family members originally coming off as caring, but who actually harbor some darker needs and desires. As the movie progresses, the audience is actually let in on what transpired. This gives us people to root for and against, while at the same time, things are not always as they seem. We go back and forth between suspense and laughter as we are constantly on the edge of our seats waiting for the proverbial other shoe to drop. We know there's more to it than we were originally led to believe, and whether we guess the ending or not, it's still a wickedly fun ride to get there. So, what to say about this one? First off, for better or worse, Rian Johnson did write and direct The Last Jedi, but regardless of your thoughts on that, let that be the past and not keep you from seeing this movie, or you're really going to miss out on a good time. Think Hercule Poirot meets the movie Clue, and you have this romp in a nutshell. What's fun about it, as I alluded to a second ago, is that it's a whodunit that answers the question 30 minutes in. But everything is not as it seems. There's more to it than meets the eye, and yes, it's possible to guess the twists, but even if you do, that just makes it more fun rather than ruining it. The cast is amazing and perfect. Christopher Plummer is always on point. Don Johnson gives an enjoyable performance. Jamie Lee Curtis is actually relegated to the background, but kills it there just the same. It's fun seeing Chris Evans in a new fun light after becoming so accustomed to him as Captain America. Ana de Armas steals the show and really makes you care about her plight as the one non-spoiled rich person. And as far as Daniel Craig goes, I don't know if he just really liked his role in Logan Lucky and wanted to do that accent again, but his southern drawl, which at first is grating and actually takes you right out of the movie, becomes endearing and enjoyable by the end. Also, apparently Frank Oz didn't mind The Last Jedi because he actually has a human role in this movie, which is funny because I don't think I've ever actually seen the man himself on the big screen before. But for a bit role, he absolutely kills it. The movie is all around fun and gives me some much needed respect for Rian Johnson. I would definitely like to see him write another one with Daniel Craig's Detective Blanc back for another case. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Curtis, back to you.
All right, thank you much, Matt. Appreciate that. And coming up next, we got a last look at that 7-day forecast. So, Matt, don't go too far. Next on ABC Columbia News at Noon.